Hello friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. The Franchise Stars Football League comes to you live from Oakland, California, the final week of the season, and much has changed since these two teams faced off in Week 1. The Raiders won that contest 17-9. The Raiders, a month ago, were 11-1 and looking like the best team in the AFC and possibly football. But after the bye week, the Raiders have dropped 4 straight, and a loss here combined with a Chiefs win over the Chargers later would put the Raiders out of the division title and drop them all the way down to the 5th seed and a road game in the first round of the postseason. The Broncos have been erratic all year. Over the last 8 weeks, they have gone loss, win, back and forth and back and forth. Now they are on the cusp of a playoff spot or a cusp of missing the playoffs entirely. Can they deal the Raiders one more big blow in a season that has gone south? We are about to find out. Hugely appreciate you tuning in to join us here. Kickoff from Oakland is in the air. Broncos on the return out across the 20, brought down at the 22. A big factor in this one will be that man, Broncos quarterback Jake Plummer. Plummer has been erratic, as the whole team has. 23 touchdowns, but 21 interceptions. They come in bunches for Plummer. He'll have a game where he doesn't throw any, then he'll have a game where he throws 2 or 3. The kind of game he puts forth today is going to be a huge influence on the result here. Gerald Wilhite gets the first carry of the game. He picks up a yard out to the 23. It'll be 2nd and 9. Mike Shanahan coaching the Broncos. John Madden coaching the Raiders. Hand off here. That's going to be cute. Preston, picks up 5. 3rd and 4 out to the 28. The Broncos lean a bit towards the run under Shanahan, but overall they're pretty balanced. Shotgun here on 3rd and 4. Plummer is going to throw it. He swings it to Wilhite out in the flat, gets past the first down marker before he's brought down. 5-yard completion, and it's a first down for Denver. Mike Anderson has been dinged up at multiple times this year. Gerald Wilhite has filled in for him admirably. On the other side for the Raiders, Marcus Allen has been the guy with very little rest. Plummer completes that pass just shy of the marker. Haven Moses, his first catch of the game. It'll be 2nd and inches. Lester Hayes, we locked up with Moses, it figures, for much of this game. We'll get some time with Lionel Taylor as well. There is Mike Anderson, his first carry. Anderson picks up 5 out to the 48. So the Broncos starting off in a fairly methodical fashion here in quarter number 1. Opening drive of the game. Plummer drops back. Pressure comes. He gets rid of it. It's incomplete. This Raiders defense has been very solid. They have not gotten the quarterback as much as was expected of them coming into the season. Handoff there, Mike Anderson doesn't get much. If he even gets back to the line of scrimmage, we'll call it a 3rd and 10. The gong sounds here in Oakland as the Raiders looking to put the brakes on this Broncos drive. Plummer looks to the right-hand side, incomplete. That throw is wide. And the punting unit will come on. So the drive starts well for Denver, but cools off. Stalls around midfield. Tom Ruin with the punt. Angles it towards the sideline. It's going to angle out of bounds. I think Lester Hayes actually caught that a step inbounds, but then stepped out. Lester Hayes back returning punts. That means that Tim Brown is out for another week for the Raiders. And that man, Kent Stabler, is without his biggest weapon. 27 touchdowns, 16 picks for Stabler. Stabler has not played well during this losing streak. Though overall, he has had a very fine season. They have to try to get that ship righted. Starts off and they go to a reverse on the first play from scrimmage. Out across the 20. close to the marker. Mike Siani, not the guy in this wide receiving core of the Raiders you would think would get that reverse, doesn't he? Gets it to the first down marker at the 24. Chains move. So John Madden trying to light a little bit of a fire under this offense here on the first play of scrimmage. Marcus Allen gets his first carry of the game. He's brought down by Joe Rizzo for a loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. This Raiders offensive line has suffered injuries throughout the season. Much the same fashion that the Dallas Cowboys offensive line has suffered injuries throughout the year, though. But this Raiders line now seems to be healthy. Upshaw and Shell. Steve Wisniewski. Have to see if Otto is still injured. He was injured last week. Standing in, Stabler, and Stabler misses the mark on that one terribly, and it's going to, after the first down, on the reverse on the first play from scrimmage, the Raiders will have to punt. Marquette King bangs one deep, taken around the 24-yard line. Gerald Wilhite takes that. So both teams missing their returners. Rick Upchurch, returner for the Broncos, is also out with an injury. Of course, Tim Brown is a bigger impact than Upchurch simply because Brown is also the leading receiver on the Raiders, in the top 10 in the league in receptions. Handoff there, Mike Anderson picks up 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the 33. Bill Villapiano with the stop. Plummer goes into the shotgun here. Delayed handoff to draw. Anderson's got the first down and more. He's into Oakland territory just across midfield. Good carry there for Anderson. Gets into the secondary. He's finally dragged down at the Raiders' 49. Eddie Anderson with the stop. Play action. Plummer rolls a little bit, fires complete. That'll be a first down. Plummer gets it in there to Lionel Taylor. Taylor's first reception of the game is down to the Raiders' 36-yard line, pickup of 14. Plummer likes to do that. He likes to throw on the move. Nnamdi Asomugha on the stop. 1st and 10 from the 36. Plummer drops. Looks left-hand side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Lionel Taylor down the sideline. Plummer hits him, and the Broncos strike first here in Oakland. Plummer gets good protection, slings one wide, and Taylor beats Asomugha down the left sideline. Touchdown, Broncos. 6:23 left in quarter number 1. It's 6-0 Denver. Jason Elam's extra point is good. 4 plays, 70 yards, and 207 for the Broncos. 6:23 left here in the first. So a good drive there for Denver. And now the Raiders feel like they just need to get something just to kind of get a positive taste. You know, again, they've lost 4 games in a row. What looked like a dream season for them has gone south in a hurry. They obviously have ensured themselves of a playoff spot. Not a matter of that. But they've gone from looking like they were going to be the number 1 seed. Now a possibility of a road game in week 1. Hand off Marcus Allen. He is stopped. Grabbed by Tom Jackson. Jackson has had an exceptional year for the Broncos. 2nd and 9. Stabler drops, slings it complete. Mervin Fernandez, first down out across the 35. Fernandez picks up 12. That'll be a first down. Move the sticks for Oakland. And off Marcus Allen. Good hole form there. He's down in the Denver territory across midfield, down in the Denver 47. Good run there from Marcus Allen, who has been terrific. been passed by Emmitt Smith for the second spot among the rushing leaders in the league. Jim Brown of the Browns, the league's leading rusher. Handoff there. That's going to be a first down. That's Smith. Smith picks up 12. So the Raiders grinding it out. They're down a few plays into this drive into Broncos territory, down to the 34. There's the handoff. That's Mark Van Egan. Down inside the 30. Pick up a 4 there. 2nd and 6. Booth Gonsolin comes up from the Broncos secondary for the tackle. Handoff. Allen. Shakes free of one tackler. He's brought down. I believe that was Mobley with the stop. He gets down to the 25. It'll be 3rd and inches. The Raiders diversifying their backfield a little bit on this drive. Not something they've done much of the year. Marcus Allen has carried a heavy load. He carries again there. Brought down by Champ Bailey, but he's down to the 16. So Madden letting his Raiders try to run the ball right down Denver's throat here. They've only thrown the ball a couple times. They're going to throw it here, though. Stabler drops back. Looks in the pocket, back of the end zone. He had Allen out of the backfield, but he overthrows him. Incomplete. It's 2nd and 10. That's the handoff. Down inside the 10. That's Smith. Down to the 9. It'll be 3rd and 3. Smith again in the backfield. Delay. Handoff. Smith's going to try to get to the outside. He's not going to be able to. They run the counter there, and Atwater comes up for the hit. So a solid drive by the Raiders is going to stall out a little bit here. They're going to have to settle for a 3-point attempt. Field goal coming up here from Chris Barr. 30-yard kick. It is up. And it is good. So the Raiders get on the board after the Broncos touchdown. It's now 7-3. A few ticks left in the first quarter. 12 to be exact. Barr with the kickoff. Taken from the 3. Out across the 20, out across the 25. That's Gerald Wilhite. Out to the 28. Only one play from scrimmage here, presumably. Handoff, it's Anderson. Anderson tries to get to the outside, runs over a tackler. Otto gets steamrolled. Anderson flattens him, picks up 6. Good hard run by Mike Anderson, and that brings us to the end of quarter number 1. 7-3 Broncos, week 18. Win and the Broncos are in. The Raiders, again, have already clinched a playoff spot. But they are trying to clinch a division title here. It is considered the best division in football. Mike Anderson smothered, but he manages to slide out of it. Get the first down out to the 42. Dan McElroy and Howie Long discussing things at the end of that play for the Raiders. Pressure coming from the weak side. Plummer steps up. He evades it. Now Plummer takes off. Down inside the Raiders 45 to the 42. 16-yard scramble for Jake Plummer. Big play there. 2 snakes going. Stabler owns that moniker. But Jake Plummer showing he can be the slithery sword as well. And off there, Wilhite doesn't get much. Skip Thomas comes up for the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 41. Shotgun formation. Plummer stands in. Pass. Looks, and he looked for Taylor on the same play he hit him on before. That one misses the mark, though. It's 3rd and 9. Plummer steps up again. Looking to scramble. This time he runs into Dan Connors. Picks up a yard, but that's it. Looked like Connors' duty there was pretty much to shadow Plummer. Pocket collapsed. Connors just stayed in the middle. Plummer more or less gives himself up there. So now the punting unit will come on. They're not going to try a 57-yarder for Elam. Elam does have a very good leg, but you don't want to put the Raiders in a good field position spot there. Bruin angles this punt, and it's a beauty, out of bounds at the 5. That's where Stabler and the Raiders will take over. 12:08 left in the first half. 7-3 Broncos. Allen the single setback here. He gets the handoff, tries to get it outside. He'll pick up a few. Picks up 3 there. 7 carries, 38 yards so far for Marcus Allen. Stabler, handoff. Allen again. Out past the 10. Out to the 12. 3rd and 3. Stabler gives to Van Egan. Van Egan, good second effort there, but they're going to say that he's short. So 4th and inches for the Raiders, and they're going to have to punt in this spot. You can't go for it this close. Van Egan, a very good second effort on that run. But he comes up short, and Marquette King will come on for the punt. King bangs it. It's taken at the 41 by Will Height, out to about the 48. You see Mike Anderson, 6 carries for 40 yards so far for Denver. 20 or so of those yards came on 1 carry. Plummer starts off in the shotgun for Mike Shanahan. It's a draw. Up the middle, Anderson fights his way through a couple of tackles into Raiders territory. Picks up 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Plummer in the shotgun again. Handoff. Down inside the 45. It's Anderson again. Stopped a yard shy. Derek Burgess with the stop. It'll be 3rd and 1. There's the handoff. Will Height to the line. He's going to get the first down on the spot. Looked like he passed the line a little bit, then got driven back. But forward progress gives Gerald Wilhite the first down. Chains move, 1st and 10 for the Broncos at the Raiders' 42. We come up on 8 minutes left in the first half. Anderson, nothing there. 2 guys in on that tackle. Ben Davidson among them. Play action. Plummer stands in, looks, drag route, complete. That's actually Anderson out of the backfield. Kind of a wheel/drag route. Picks up 9 yards short of the marker, though. Gus Otto on the stop for the Raiders. 3rd and 1 from the 33. Handoff. Anderson slips out of a tackle and gets the first down. Good 2nd, 3rd efforts from Mike Anderson. Good hard running down to the 24. Anderson, again, has missed time at 2 different points in this season. A couple games here, a couple games there. But he appears to be healthy here. He is running with some vengeance. Plummer stands in, looks, pass complete, first down. Down inside the 10, Riley Odoms. Down inside the 5, down at the 2. Plummer hits Odoms, who shakes a tackle. The Raiders' tackling has not been great in this game so far. Lester Hayes ultimately brings Odoms down. But McElroy misses the tackle there. I believe that was Asamoah who also lost his grip on him. So 1st and goal for the Broncos from the Raiders' 2-yard line. And a flag on the play. That's going to be a delay of game. The motion starts a little bit late. Mike Shanahan will not be happy with that on the Broncos sideline. That'll push them back. 1st and goal from the 7 now. Still first down. 5:17 left in the half. Still 7-3. Denver banging on the door. Handoff. Wilhite Gets a couple. Down to the 4. He's brought down. Connors with the stop. Plummer stands in. Looks. Pass complete, but Taylor does not get in. Stopped at the 1. 3rd and goal. Big stand here for this Raiders defense. Man in motion. Plummer is actually going to throw. No, he's not. He's going to get sacked is what he is. Chester McLaughlin comes up the middle. The Raiders break through. Plummer decides to pass, or Shanahan, I should say, decides to pass on 3rd and goal from the 1. And now Jason Elam will come on for the 21-yard chippy field goal. It is up and it is good. But the Raiders have to feel like that's a victory. 1st and goal. They hold the Broncos to 3. It's still a one-score game. 10-3 Denver, 3:18 left in the first half. Taken a yard deep into the end zone. Broken tackle on the return. Brought out to the 28 and Ken Stabler. And the Raiders will get to work. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Late handoff. Allen. That play took a little too long to develop. Allen only picks up a yard. It's 2nd and 9. John Mobley on the stop. Handoff. Allen again. First down yardage for Allen. Looked like, no, they're going to mark him a little bit short. Steve Atwater drags him down. That'll get us to the 2-minute warning. 10-3 Denver, a defensive kind of war of attrition as we expected would happen here in Oakland. Stabler goes to the shotgun. He's got Allen on his right. To play action though, Stabler's going to throw it. Stands in, looks right-hand side on the sideline. There's a flag on the play. And there's going to be a penalty on the Raiders. But they say that Fernandez caught that ball out of bounds. Anyway, I thought that was a push-off. Fernandez, though, makes the catch, but with a foot out of bounds. And on 4th and inches, the Raiders will punt. That's now happened to them twice. Fair catch called by Wilhite. Broncos will take over from their 12. So both teams do still have 3 timeouts here. We'll see how aggressively the Broncos elect to play this. Been a very close to the best game for both teams to this point. That pass complete. Mark Jackson picks up 9 to the 21. Hurry up offense run by Plummer. Staying in the shotgun. Stands in, slant complete, out across the 30. Connors with the tackle. It's Jackson again. 1st and 10, the chains move. Staying in that hurry-up offense. Plummer stands in, looks, swings it over near the sideline. It's caught by Odoms, who steps out of bounds. Pick up a 5. Second catch of the game for Odoms. Plummer to this point, 10 of 13. He's been very solid. Pass there over the middle is complete. Out near midfield. Broncos take a timeout. I believe that was Moses on the reception. Plummer stands in. Again, short pass. Again, it's Moses. Down inside the 40 to the 37. Denver has a pair of timeouts left. The hurry-up offense still going. Plummer taking a little while to get that play off, though. Pass zipped in, complete. Down to the 27. It's another timeout. Still 1 remaining. Plummer looks over the middle, tip, and then Wilhite almost catches it on the deflection. Eddie Anderson almost intercepted that ball. And Wilhite almost caught it after the tip, but it falls to the grass. 2nd and 10. Plummer got away with 1 there. That one misses the mark terribly. It'll be 3rd and 10. Plummer in the shotgun. Stands in, looks, right-hand side, complete. First down. Down to the 14. So they don't take a shot at the end zone. They'll use the timeout here, and they'll settle for a field goal opportunity to try to make it a 2-score game heading into the tunnel. Elam coming on from 31. Kick is up. And good. So the Broncos get the lead up to 10. 13-3. There is a tick left on the clock, so Elam will have to kick it off. Kickoff is taken. Inside the 5. Return out across the 30, out across the 40. He may go! He may go! The Raiders, oh boy, did they ever need this! One tick left on the clock. And Lionel Washington, the backup kick returner with Tim Brown out injured. Washington takes it to the house to end the first half. Unbelievable for the Raiders. 96-yard kickoff return for Lionel Washington. And the Raiders take momentum into halftime. Extra point here from Chris Barr to make it a 3-point game. Up and good. So we'll go into the break 13-10 Broncos, but the Raiders take momentum on the Washington kickoff return. What a good one we got going here in Oakland. 13-10 Broncos at the half. Now we'll check out some of the other games that we'll bring to you here based on how much they matter. Cleveland and Cincinnati is a game we probably will not stream. The Bengals actually can't get into a playoff spot because they lose tiebreakers. This game could be interesting though. The Colts need to win and get help. The Texans haven't won yet all season. The Bills will play the Dolphins. Again, the Bills are clinched into a playoff spot. A win there would clinch the AFC East for them. A loss would open the door for the Patriots to claim the division title. The Patriots are in a weird spot where the Patriots, if the Bills lose, the Patriots could win and take the division title. But if the Bills win and other teams win as well, a Patriots loss could actually land them outside. That would take a very unlikely series of events, though. The Patriots are all but assured of a playoff spot. So Stabler and company get to work here. They'll start from their own 24. Trying to build on the momentum of the big Lionel Washington kickoff return for the touchdown that ended the first half. Marcus Allen up the middle. Pulls his way ahead out across the 30 to the 31, and you can feel the energy in the crowd here in Oakland is good now, despite the fact that they're down 3. The Raiders have thrown the ball only 3 times so far in this game. Handoff, Allen, stop that time. Steve Atwater comes through for the hit. Again, the Raiders, of course, Madden's Raiders do lean heavily toward the run, but this is to an extreme so far in this one. Handoff, Smith gets to the outside, out across the 40 to the 42. 4th carry of the game for Smith. He's got 23 yards to show for it. 1st and 10, chains move for Oakland. They go again. It's Allen, and again, Allen breaks through a tackle. Gets into Denver territory down to the 46-yard line. Champ Bailey with the stop. But it's another first down here for the Raiders. Playing a grinded-out offense so far in this one. Handoff. There's Marv Hubbard, and Hubbard bulldozes his way forward, just shy of the marker. 9 and change on that carry, so the Raiders just trying to wear down the Denver line here. Allen the lone setback. It's another handoff. Allen gets stopped just shy of the line. Good stop there by Mobley. 3rd and inches. The Raiders have gotten into 3rd and inches situations. This is, I believe, the 4th one of the game. This time they get the first down. Allen slides his way down to the 32. 15 carries for 77 yards so far on the day for Marcus Allen. Raiders line exerting its will here on this opening drive of the second half. Oh, they try a little tight end jet sweep there with Zach Miller, but Rulon Jones blows that play up. That'll make it 2nd and 12. Stabler drops back to throw here. Looks, swings it out, left-hand side, goes up and in traffic, and Allen out of the backfield, but Mobley right there with him. Allen can't reel it in. And now it's 3rd and 12. Chris Barr, generally a pretty accurate kicker, but does not have a great leg. 50-yard attempt. Not ideal for him. Stabler under pressure, and Stabler's going to get sacked. Down he goes. Harris brings him down back at the 44, and that'll eliminate the field goal possibility. And the good drive by the Raiders comes to a screeching halt. First sack of the game for either team. Harris brings down Stabler, and the drive grinds to a halt. So Marquette King now will come on for the punt and try to pin Denver deep in their own end here. Angled towards the sideline. That's not a great kick. King shanks that one a bit, and that's going to hurt. Broncos will get to start from their 27. That is 17 yards on that punt. Marquette King, a terrific leg, but he clearly did not hit that one right. Handoff Mike Anderson, first down. Loses a yard, 2nd and 11 coming up for the Broncos. Denver has to feel like they got a victory there. Stopping that drive. Plummer gets under pressure. He's hammered as he throws. Gets rid of it, but it's incomplete. Plummer drops back. Pressure, and down he goes. Howie Long gets to Jake Plummer for the sack. So neither team had a sack in the first half. They each pick up a sack to stall each other's opening drive here. Although the Broncos never really got this drive underway here. First drive of the second half for Denver goes 3 and out. Lester Hayes calls for the fair catch. Again, if you're joining us late, first and most importantly, thank you. Lester Hayes returning punts. Tim Brown missing another week with injury. Perhaps a big reason why the Raiders have almost exclusively run the ball. Tom Jackson breaks through there and hammers Marcus Allen for a loss of 3. 2nd and 13. Stabler drops, pass on the slant, incomplete, intended for Mervin Fernandez. Stabler is 1 of 5 for 12 yards. The Raiders have run the ball 25 times in this game. Again, a run-heavy offense, but that's an extreme, and Stabler misses the mark again. We've talked about it. Stabler has been off for this last month. He's been one of the top 10 rated passers all season in the league, but Stabler during this losing streak has not played particularly well. Certainly be a contributing factor to the Raiders' play breakdown here. 1st and 10. Broncos will start off here from the 21. 6:34 left in the third quarter. Broncos up by 3. Plummer stands in, looks at the marker. It's caught. It's complete. That'll be a first down. Lionel Taylor. 4 catches, 64 yards on the day for Taylor, including the big touchdown strike for Denver's touchdown. Gerald Wilhite tries to get to the outside, and Howie Long absolutely mauls him. Loss of 3 back at the 27. Long has had a solid season, but certainly has not really had the impact that they thought that he would have. Although the Raiders' defense as a whole has played so well, it kind of really hasn't hindered anything. Pass there. Complete to Taylor. 5th catch of the game. 2nd of the drive for Taylor. It's a 3rd and 2. There's the handoff. Anderson counters. He's got the first down and more into Raiders territory. Anderson jukes a defender. Gets down inside the Oakland 40. Down to the 38. 12 carries. 79 yards on the day for Anderson. And that was a big one on 3rd and 2. Good job by Anderson. Cut finds the hole. Another cut there leaves Eddie Anderson searching for his jock in the middle of the field. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Moses in motion. Pass there. Taylor again. Plummer going to his favorite target. Plummer has been terrific in this one. 17 of 23. Most importantly, no interceptions. 1st and 10 from the 26. Pass complete. But it's a short one. Riley Odoms. That's only good for a yard. 2nd and 9. 3rd catch of the game for Odoms. Gus Otto on the stop. Fake play action there. Fake handoff to Will Heights. Dumped out to Odoms. Similar play to the play before. This one stretched out a little bit more. Down to the 19. 3rd and 3. Big 3rd down here for this Raiders defense. Plummer drops. Pass. Left side near the sideline, but Taylor is out of bounds. Incomplete. It'll be 4th and 3, and one would have to figure that Jason Elam is going to come on here. No, the Broncos are going to go for it here. On 4th and 3, pressure up the middle. Plummer gets hammered by Connors. So Mike Shanahan passes on the 36-yard field goal for Jason Elam. Tries to go for it and put a dagger into the Raiders here, but the decision does not pay off. 4th and 1, I can understand that. 4th and 3, I think you take the field goal there. I know it would still be a one-score game, but at least it would be a touchdown instead of a situation where the field goal ties it. So we'll see if that decision blows up on Mike Shanahan. Again, trying to knock the Raiders back on their heels is all well and good, but I think 1-yard situation, I could have understood that. I'm not sure on 4th and 3 that that's necessarily the best play call there. So now it's 2nd and 6 for the Raiders from their 34, inside 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Handoff, Allen up the middle, pulls his way out to midfield. Good run, Marcus Allen. That puts him over the 100-yard mark. Allen 19 for 105. Into Denver territory to the 49. And that's going to bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. 13-10 Broncos. And look at the Raiders. The Raiders have only thrown the ball 7 times in this game to this point. We'll see if that changes here in the 4th. Handoff. Why have it changed when Marcus Allen is doing that? Down inside the 35 to the 34. Allen's 20th carry of the game. Champ Bailey brings him down, but it's a 15-yard pickup for Marcus Allen. Charles Smith, handoff, down inside the 30. Down to the 29, pickup of 5. 5 carries for 30 yards for Smith on the day. Again, we talked before about this Raiders offensive line finally being whole. That has not been the case for much of the season. They're playing to that advantage here. Handoff there. Allen only picks up a yard. Again, the Broncos defense, in terms of points, 23rd in the league. They have come through with a big performance here today. And again, that stat is a little bit misleading. Handoff, Allen jukes one tackler, pulls his way, but he's short of the marker. 4th and 1 from the 25. So now Chris Barr would have a 42-yard field goal attempt from here. Or we'll see if Madden decides on a 4th and 1 to put it behind this big offensive line and go for the first down. They are not. They're going to try to tie it up. Chris Barr from 42 yards out. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. It is up, and it is good, and we've got a tie game here in Oakland. Braxton got around the edge there, made a dive for the block. He did not look like he missed it by much. But the Raiders have knotted the game. 13-13, 12-19 left here in the fourth quarter. Gerald Wilhite out across the 25. Again, as we mentioned earlier, Oakland without Tim Brown, who's, of course, more than just their lead return man. He's also their top receiver. But the Broncos are without the injured Rick Upchurch, which is why you've seen Gerald Wilhite handling return duties for Denver. Plummer handoff. Anderson. He gets hammered. Grabbed by Long. Bill Piano comes in for the big hit. Pickup of a yard. It's 2nd and 9. Plummer drops back. Pass complete. Haven Moses. That'll be a first down out to the 39, and Mike Curran, Broncos offensive lineman, goes down. He's been helped off the field. Looks like a leg or a calf injury. That might just be a cramp issue, so we'll see if we get Curran back into this game. Broncos offensive line has done a very nice job in this one. Handoff Anderson. Out across the 45 to the 46. 111 yards on the ground for the Broncos so far in this one. 2nd and 4. Plummer steps left, throws down the left-hand side. He's got a man open. It's complete. It's Riley Odoms. The tight end, Riley Odoms, gets open. Plummer rolls left. Odoms cuts it to a corner route, and the Broncos are down to the Oakland 14. Way too much space there. Odoms, I think, started in, turned it out, beat his man, and as Plummer rolled left, sensing that the pocket was about to collapse, he fires to Odoms. 5th catch for Riley Odoms on the day. 1st and 10 from the Raiders' 14. Wilhite down inside the 10 to the 9. 2nd and 5. Dan Connors on the stop. High side loaded for Denver here on 2nd and 5. Handoff Anderson up the middle. He gets stopped by Villapiano. No gain there. Third and 5 here for Denver. Plummer drops back. Still looking. Still looking. Nobody's open. Plummer takes off, and he's going to be brought down. He gets past the line of scrimmage, but he picks up 3. He'll be short. 4th and 1 from the 6. Now on a 4th and 1, you could decide to go for it here. I think you take the field goal here and go for the points, and they will. Jason Elam from 23 yards. This should be a chip shot to give the Broncos the lead. It's up and good. So Jason Elam puts it through. And the Broncos take the 16-13 lead. 8:05 left in the game. Kick taken. Lionel Washington out across the 25 to the 28. 8:01 remaining. Van Egan in motion in the backfield. It's a handoff to Allen. Allen tries to get outside of Van Egan. He only picks up a couple. 23 carries for 128 yards for Marcus Allen on the day. 2nd and 8. Stabler drops, looks, rolls left, throws, on the move, down the sideline, complete. He hits Marcus Allen. Allen out of the backfield along the sideline. Stabler hits him. 1st and 10 down to the Denver 32. Stabler hit a little bit late there, no flag. So Marcus Allen doing it all here for the Raiders. Atwater pops it. But Allen reels it in. 1st and 10 for Oakland. Handoff, Marv Hubbard. And that offensive line blows a big hole. Hubbard down inside the 20, only the second carry of the game for Hubbard. But it's another 12-yard pickup down to the Denver 17. Stabler calls out the signals, drops back. Stabler looking, still looking. Good coverage by the Broncos secondary. Stabler's holding this ball too long, though. Stabler still looking for something. Stabler's got to do something. He throws it away. Oh, my goodness. That play took way too long. Again, a great job there by the Raiders' offensive line, but the Denver secondary up to the task. And if Stabler had taken a sack there, that would have been horrific. But he does get rid of the ball. Hand off to Smith. Smith doesn't get much. It'll be 3rd and 8, but Jim Otto checking out of this game for the Raiders. 3rd and 8 from the 16. Stabler drops back. He's looking again. Stabler, pressure, and down he goes. Stabler sacked for the second time in that situation. And now Steve Wisniewski comes up lame for the Raiders. So the Raiders will lose 2 offensive linemen on back-to-back plays. They also lose yardage on the sack. So now Chris Barr will try to tie this game with a 43-yard field goal, 5:40 remaining. Barr's kick is up and good. So we are deadlocked once again here in Oakland. 16-16. Broncos Raiders in an AFC West war of attrition. Kickoff taken at the goal line. Big tackle there. Wilhite gets thumped. 5:36 left. So Stabler has been sacked twice, both of them in bad spots. Although, again, that one hurt them a little bit more. Or the first one hurt them a bit more as it knocked them out of field goal range. Gang tackle there. Preston, who I believe had the first carry of the game for Denver. Hadn't heard from him since, but he gets that carry. He's stopped at the line by Van McElroy. It'll be 2nd and 10. Handoff up the middle. Anderson picks up 4. 16 carries, 90 yards on the day for Mike Anderson. The gong sounds here in Oakland. 3rd and 6. Stop here would get the Raiders pretty good field position. Plummer over the middle, misses the mark, incomplete. So the Raiders defense comes through. And now they're going to get the ball back after the Tom Ruin punt here with what should be at least decent field position. Lester Hayes on the return. Stopped shy of the 40, so the Raiders will start from their 39. Marcus Allen, 127 yards on the ground. That receiving yards figure is absolutely not right. He had the big gain out of the backfield on the last drive. 1st and 10. Stabler drops, throws the out, incomplete, and I'll tell you, something is off with Ken Stabler. This has been a month now where Stabler has just not performed to the level he had all season. They're going to need him if they're going to do anything in the postseason. Stabler misses the mark again. 2 of 10. In a huge spot. Stabler has been clutch all year. They need him to find his way here late in this one. Pass there, complete. 1st down, he finds Ethan Horton. First catch of the game for Horton, picks up 17 down to the Broncos' 44-yard line. Mike Shanahan not happy on the Denver sideline. 1st and 10 as we approach 3 minutes remaining in the game. Handoff, Mark Van Egan, nothing doing there. He stopped at the line, 2nd and 10. Handoff, up the middle, nothing. Marcus Allen is stopped. Joe Rizzo comes through, 3rd and 11 as we get down near the 2-minute warning. Are they going to snap it before? They will not. So 2-minute warning, tie game here in Oakland, 16-16. Stabler goes to the shotgun. Fakes a draw to Allen, but Stabler's going to keep it. Rolls left, throws along the sideline, incomplete. Overthrown, pressure from the weak side. Rulon Jones hammers Stabler. And the Raiders are going to have to punt. King angles it. And that's a beauty. Marquette King, who shanked one earlier, puts this one out of bounds at the Denver 7. That's more like it if you're a Raiders fan. Minute 48. Plummer gets the ball from the 7. Shotgun. Plummer stands in. Looks to the left-hand side. Complete, short of the marker. Skip Thomas on the tackle. Haven Moses with the reception. Picks up 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. Plummer in the gun here. Senses pressure, rolls, throws back across his body, and that was almost intercepted. Jake Plummer with a very risky throw there, deep in his own territory late. Remember, if the Broncos lose this game, the Broncos may very well miss the playoffs. Obviously, a lot depends on how the other games of the week go. Plummer looks, pass misses the mark. So they throw it on 3rd and 1. That's a surprise. Mike Anderson has run very well. They look for Anderson out of the backfield. So now the Broncos will punt it from their own 16. The Raiders will get good field position with about a minute left. Fair catch called by Lester Hayes. Good punt there by Ruin. So the Raiders will start from their own 36. Minute and 8 seconds left on the clock. Play action. Stabler looks, fires, right-hand side along the sideline, complete. Mervin Fernandez down to the Broncos' 39-yard line. Stabler to Fernandez for the big strike. Fernandez comes back for it, and both of those feet are in. That's going to be a good catch. They may review it, but that's going to count. And there you see the review. Did he have possession? I think he did. I thought that right foot was down before that last step there, and I thought the catch was going to count. And it will. 1st and 10 Raiders, a minute left. 16-16 at the Broncos 39. Handoff, Allen, inside the 35, down inside the 30. First down yardage from Marcus Allen. The Broncos will take a timeout. 1st and 10, handoff, Allen looks for room, pops it to the outside, spins his way down to the 20. Another timeout for the Broncos. 1 remaining, 50 seconds left on the clock. Handoff, Allen stopped in the backfield. The Broncos take their last timeout. They can't do anything else. 3rd and 6. Do the Raiders get aggressive here, or do they just set themselves up for the field goal? They go handoff. Allen gets down to the 20. So Chris Barr from 37 yards will attempt to give the Raiders the lead late. Clock ticking down inside. 10 seconds. The snap. The kick. It is up. And it is good. Chris Barr puts it through with, I believe, 2 seconds left on the clock. And the Raiders take the lead 19-16 here in Oakland. Wilhite back to receive. Do the Broncos have a miracle left in them? Wilhite brought down across the 25 at the 29, and the Raiders end the 4-game losing streak. They clinch the AFC West division title. And now the Broncos will have to wait and see what else happens this week to find out if they make the playoffs. It was not a pretty game from Ken Stabler, to say the least. He didn't have that much to do, as the Raiders went very, very run-heavy in this one, but Stabler, when he did throw the ball, did not have a particularly good game, but that was a huge completion to Mervin Fernandez to set up the winning field goal. Chris Barr from 37 yards out. The Raiders break the 4-game losing streak. They salvage the division title. They also lock down the number 2 seed in the AFC, so they will get home field advantage in the first playoff game. Who they will play is yet to be determined at this time. The Raiders defense comes through in a big way when they have to here in this one. The Broncos amassed some yardage. They had 386. That's certainly a good total. 263 passing, 123 on the ground, but the Raiders go over 200 yards on the ground. Madden taking advantage of the fact that he had his full offensive line intact, and they just wore down Denver as this game went on. The huge Lionel Washington kickoff return for the touchdown on the final play of the first half turned things around a bit there for Oakland. Each team only got called for 1 penalty in this one. Hard to believe that. 21st downs for the Broncos, 16 for the Raiders. Check out some individual stats. Plummer was very solid today. 22 of 33, 273, a touchdown, and no interceptions. And if you were the Broncos and you said you were going to get those numbers from Plummer today and 100 yards on the ground from your rushing attack, and Mike Anderson had 90 of them, you probably would have felt very good about your chances of winning this one. Big concern was whether Plummer would turn the ball over, and he was terrific in this one. Stabler ends up throwing the ball only 13 times. He completes only 4. But the 38-yard completion there to Mervin Fernandez. Actually, I got to see if that was, I don't remember that. That may have been, Fernandez's was 25. He had the, what was the 30? The 38-yard catch was, that's right, the long Marcus Allen one. Mervin Fernandez catched the 25-yard grab that helped set up the winning field goal from Chris Barr. Marcus Allen, again, carrying the load as he has all season for Oakland. 28 carries, 144 yards. For Allen, his longest rush was 16, but it felt like Allen was getting 5 yards plus on virtually every carry. Obviously, he didn't, since his average is only 5.1, but it certainly felt that way. Several carries of 10 yards for Allen. Smith added 32. Out of the backfield, Marv Hubbard, 2 carries for 24. Gerald Wilhite couldn't get anything going. He tried to spell Mike Anderson, but again, a good game from Anderson. Lionel Taylor led the way for Denver, 6 for 87 and a touchdown. 36-yard touchdown strike from Jake Plummer. Haven Moses, 6 for 67 as well. Fernandez, 2 for 37, was actually the leading receiver for the Raiders. Nnamdi Asomugha, Dan Connors, each with 12 tackles. Goose Gonsel and Steve Atwater, each with 11 tackles. 3 of those 4 guys are guys in the secondary, which lets you know that the ground game was getting to that second level. Sacks on the game, Harris and Trevor Price for Denver, McLaughlin and Howie Long for the Raiders. So that'll wrap things up here from Oakland. The Raiders, I don't know why it does that. Just completely glitchy on the result there. Yeah, that score is like all messed up. 1916 game. The scoring summary reads completely differently. More Madden quality control, folks. So, but your final here, yeah, that entire thing is actually messed up. Oh, because it doubled. It doubled because it was the last play of the half. That's the glitch. There we go. That's what we were looking for. That kind of screwed everything up. The Washington kickoff return. I couldn't figure out what the heck happened. But your final 19-16 here, Raiders take down the Broncos in Oakland. They clinch the AFC West, and now the Broncos have to sit and await their fate. Next game here on the channel will be the Chiefs and Chargers. That game will have a lot of implications for the Broncos. The Chiefs are already going to be in, but the Chargers enter this week at 9-7 as the Broncos did. So we'll see what happens there. Of course, that Colts game against the Texans. Again, the Texans are winless. The Colts also at 9-7. And the Jaguars, who play the top-seeded Oilers, also at 9-7. So again, the Broncos are going to have to kind of sit and wait. But we'll do Chiefs-Chargers up next here on the channel. As always, I appreciate you tuning in. Kindly bang that like button. Subscribe if you haven't as of yet. And most importantly, be good to each other. Enjoy your new year. And we will talk soon. The Raiders clinch the West, break the losing streak as they take down Denver. 19-16 here in Oakland.